For more, joining us live now is Gordon Flake, the CEO of the Perth USAsia Centre. Gordon, we've had this will they or won't they debate for weeks now. How long can this sort of standoff continue for?
Well, that question can only be answered by Vladimir Putin. It's really his decision to deploy them. It'll be his decision to take them back. It's been very interesting to me to see the U.S. strategy and the NATO strategy has been to deprive Mr. Putin of his narrative. They've made it really clear, step by step, that by leaking information or actually releasing information about Russian plans, about Russian claims of or strategies about claiming kind of false flag operations, et cetera, that they're hoping to kind of keep him off kilter. Similarly, I think the speed with which they responded to Russian efforts to claim of a pullback has been further evidence of what is a real information contest going on here, to make sure that we control, or the West controls, how this conflict is being framed. And right now it has continued to be framed as one of Russian aggression.
There has been a lot of canvassing of sanctions, but is Russia actually in a solid enough position that it could withstand any sanctions, particularly ones imposed by the US?
That obviously depends on the length and the severity of the sanctions themselves. There was a remarkable piece in The Atlantic yesterday by Anne Applebaum, basically saying that all of our diplomacy thus far has been very traditional diplomacy, and it really hasn't gone to the heart of Russian interests. And she was calling for the US and the UK and NATO to be much more explicit about the steps that we would take in the event of a conflict in Ukraine, in terms of targeting, the wealth of the Russian elite in London and throughout the world, to targeting their oil exports, et cetera, to make it clear that the consequences would be beyond just short-term small financial sanctions. And so obviously that's part of this ongoing push and pull that we're seeing right now.